Hi friends, I'm going to share you the story of a wealthy farmer and his lazy son. This wealthy farmer in his initial stage of life, he was not so wealthy. He was working very hard, even harder, many years to own a big piece of land. And later he has become the person who is the landlord of the village. He worked very hard day and night with all his staffs, with all his employees in the field, and he has built a big empire, workforce in that village. But he sees his son as a person who is very lazy and who is not good at contributing to his work. And he feels like when he goes away, or if he is no more on the planet, his son would make all his wealth go away. So he was so worried about that laziness with his son. He called his son and said, "My son, hard work makes you wealthy. Hard work makes you rich. You have to work hard to become successful in your life." He said that to him multiple times, but his son continued his journey as a lazy person, continued his journey. But one fine day, this farmer is in deathbed, called his son and said, "Son, I'm going to reveal a secret ingredient to you. How you can be successful in life, how you can earn a lot of money. It is not very tough. It is actually easy. I believe I'm going to leave this planet. So this is the time I have to tell it to you. So the secret is you have to find a swan. There is a swan that lands exactly at 4 a.m. in our field, which is east side of our field under the big banyan tree. If you see that swan at least one time in your life, then you will become very, very rich. Until that point of time, you have to go to that field and to find that swan. It is not easy to find the swan. It is tough, but if you go frequently, you would be able to find the swan landing under that banyan tree. After he was telling these words, he passes away. After this farmer passed away, his son continued to be the person who was lazy, and he was kind of living his own life. But this lazy guy noticed that his wealth started decreasing. The money that comes to his pocket is also decreasing dramatically. One fine day, he just finds few pennies, few coins left in his pocket. That day he remembered the words of the farmer. The mission is to find the swan. If he finds the swan at least one time in his life, he will become wealthy. He believed in that. And the next day, 4 o'clock, he woke up from the bed, rushed to see the swan under that banyan in the east side of the field. But he finds nothing. And he talks to himself and said, "Oh, the swan will land exactly at 4 a.m. in the morning. But I've just started from home at 4 a.m. So the swan would have disappeared from there." So again, the next day he tried to locate the swan. He woke up at 3:30 a.m. in the morning, rushed to that banyan tree in the east side of the field, and he finds no swan. 4 o'clock. He thinks like, "Oh, I'm very close to the banyan tree, so the swan didn't come. So I have to wait somewhere in some hiding spot behind a tree, so that swan will come down, then I'll see the swan. That day he is gone. He just stood right behind the tree, and the swan didn't come. He tried 4 days, 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days he tried. The swan didn't come. He realized, oh my God, this is not true. My dad has said something which is not correct. So he yet wanted to give some attempts, and he continued on the 31st day, 32nd day, and he was continuously trying for 45 days. After 45 days, he has seen his income has come back to the level as the same income when his father was alive. He was astonished to check, oh my God, how my income has grown up. I didn't see this man, but how my income has grown up. He's surprised. What actually happened is, after his dad left this planet, none of his servants, none of his employees were working in the field on time. They didn't show to the field on time. They didn't show up to the field on time. They didn't work really hard. They were doing their own task. They're just getting some wages, but they're not working. The moment this lazy guy started visiting his field for a swan, engaged the employees back, they were like in the impression that, oh my gosh, my employer, my owner is coming into the field, so he's just paying the visit to check how we are working. But actually this guy was looking for this swan. He even didn't notice who were all there in the field. The moment he started visiting to his field at 4 a.m. in the morning, all employees showed up at 4 a.m. in the morning and started working very sincerely in the field, because this guy will check every day about the progress as well, what has happened the previous day. So gradually his income picked up and reached some better level because of his visit to the field. Later this lazy guy figured out that the swan is nothing but of he visiting the field, he supervising the staffs, he have to get ready to see the field and the staff at 4 a.m. in the morning. So he finally figures out what swan that his father was referring. And from that point of time, he was just visiting his field at 4 a.m. Not because for the reason that he has to find the swan, but the reason that he has to visit the field to keep his income coming to his pocket. So what is the takeaway from this story? The story is very natural story that that relates to everyone in the day-to-day life. We have to earn a lot, we have to do something remarkable, all those things. We have a lot of dreams, but are we trying to see the swan? Are we committing to something? Are we really making some sort of changes in our daily habit? If we are making changes to our daily habit, that will really bring a lot of money, a lot of wealth, a lot of knowledge to us. So it's all about habits. The good habits that we build, we practice every day, will give a lot to us in terms of knowledge, in terms of wealth, in terms of fulfillment, in terms of living a dream life. So that's all from my end today. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.